Look, you guys, we are here. We are officially in the time where Silksong news and Cope is going to be very different. Cope might be over. Cope might officially be over now. And now we're just in the era of real factual things. And it's going to be so amazing to see what Silksong does in this time, in this year that we're in the gaming landscape we're in. And I'm so excited to see it. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. My name is Corey. I appreciate everybody who's ever liked or commented or anything, and I'm so grateful you guys are here. Thank you so much. Go ahead and like the video, drop a sub. I'm here. I'm here. I'm ready to YouTube this year. I'm not backing away, I promise. But let's get into today's video. I was noticing yesterday, once things started coming out, once Leth posted or put his photo, he changed his background on Twitter, X, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, it's like it's getting real. It's getting real. All this stuff is real. Nintendo's not messing with us. This is not a drill anymore. And Leth also retweeted the Nintendo of UK account, which had a tweet about Silksong, and they show Silksong with a Nintendo Switch 2 box cover art, which is very, very funny. And so I'm looking, right? Let's go to Nintendo UK's Twitter, because Nintendo of America didn't post it. I believe Nintendo Europe did. But these were the first one to get it. So look at their account. 700,000 followers, blah 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 blah. Decent amount. Look, you got Human Fall Flat 2 gets about 40. Oh well, that's only been 19 minutes, so we're not judging that. We're not judging that yet. Let's scroll back. Okay, so yeah, they talk about Hitman and Hogwarts. 200 likes. 298 likes. Yakuza 0, 200 likes. Split Fiction, 123 likes. Borderlands, 104 likes. Now, granted, let's give this all some credit. I'm not hating on like count or anything, because this doesn't really matter. Twitter and X doesn't really matter. Half these people are bots anyway. You never know. But I'm just noticing that the general interest around Switch 2 is just very interesting, Look at this. You got Zelda, it gets almost 1,000 likes. Then you got Duskbloods right here, which I'm going to do a whole video on Duskbloods. We're going to do a little discussion on that, and so I'm not going to talk about that too much here, but almost 10,000 likes, which that is a Switch 2 exclusive game. We never heard of it before. It's FromSoft, one of the most major AAA studios right now, and look at that. Got Donkey Kong, who hasn't had a game like this in so long. 2.5K. All right. Kirby Air Riders, the new Sakurai game. Look, this game has been teased for so long, and people didn't know it was going to be Kirby Air Riders. Now, I thought that people were going to be disappointed about this, but apparently people really love Kirby Air Ride. So I don't know what Kirby Air Ride is, so I'll be dumb here. I'm sorry. All right, but then you get down to Silksong, right? Silksong has 20K likes on this Nintendo UK, which is double the FromSoft game, which is insane to me, right? And this isn't even the tweet that I made the video for. So this whole video, I was thinking this was the right tweet, but I'm wrong. So if we scroll over here to Nintendo of Europe, which is another account, 700. They all got about the same amount of followers, right? They're posting the same exact stuff. It's probably getting, it's getting a little bit more. It's getting a little bit more traction on this page, Everything's getting about 100 or so more likes. Hey, he's got 3,000. Let's see what Duskbloods has on here. 10K, same thing, right? So general interest is about the same all aboard, but then you get to this Silksong tweet. Look at this. 12 million views, 214,000 likes. Look, I don't think there is a tweet that went out yesterday that did that much numbers. I don't think there's a single tweet about the Nintendo Switch 2, about GameCube coming to NSO, about Donkey Kong, about any of that. There is not another tweet that even did close to what Silksong did. Now let's even scroll back. Like what's some of their most popular shit? Like what was the Switch 2 announcement? Can we scroll back that far? I don't know. Let's see if we can find it. When did that get announced? That got announced in what? February? I know that we were about 2 months away when it got announced. Oh my God, look at that. Look at that. The Switch 2 Direct announcement gets 4,000 likes. Look. Look at this. The day the Switch 2 gets announced, you get about 20,000 likes. And look, I just say all this to say that, this whole time people refer to Silksong as this indie game, as this cult following. People said it wasn't big enough to be at the Switch. They said Nintendo would never post it because it's just an indie game and it's just Hollow Knight. But if you look at these numbers, you guys, Silksong is way bigger than we ever thought it was going to be. While we may be this small cult-like people that are focused on it, we are just the stands. You know what I mean? We are just the absolute fanatics of it. But there's fans of this game that don't really care like we do, that don't tune into YouTube every day. You know what I mean? And the more we go crazy about it, the more fans eventually get put onto Silksong. So I just wanted to talk about the numbers, and Twitter isn't really, Twitter doesn't matter, X doesn't matter, whatever. Elon Musk is anyway. Wait, I think Elon Musk is selling Twitter though, which is really great, really great. Hopefully. Anyway, you guys, Silksong is going to be massive. It is going to be it is going to be bigger than we ever imagined. I'm so excited to see. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and I think we're getting a lot of Silksong news very soon. See ya!